I'm Abel Ortega, licensed professional counselor, licensed marriage and family therapist, and I'm talking to you about infidelity, statistics, and common signs. If you want this book that will help you immensely, The Dance of Restoration, you can buy it here or at Amazon. This book was written by me and by Melody Fleming, How to Repair or Rebuild Your Marriage After Infidelity. And I'm talking about infidelity. I'm talking about the statistics and so forth. I want to tell you that now I'm going on with the warning signs that may indicate an affair. I finished the signs that were there, and I'm going to give you more warning signs that may indicate an affair. Change of eating and sleeping patterns. They change the way they eat and the way they sleep and how they sleep, sometimes for a variety of reasons, and wearing a different style of clothes. Maybe they dress up more, etc., etc. Starting arguments or becoming very passive. They're not involved in the marriage relationship anymore. They're involved in something else, and so they have very little patience for the marriage relationship. And they work longer or different hours, and this is what they're saying anyway. And maybe it really is, maybe it isn't. And another warning sign that that person is having an affair, they start pulling away from church and extended family. Now, why do they do that? A person who is having an affair, a person who is disobeying God in the marriage vows, they do not want to hear or be with people who will contradict them. So they don't want to hear a sermon, they don't want to read the Bible, they don't want to be relatives and friends, because they're moving away from that relationship and they want to be with this new person that they found. Also, they take more showers than usual. That is to hide evidence, etc., or to be cleaner or whatever, but they take more showers than usual. And comparing the spouse to other people. They see other people, why can't you be like that? Oh, look at this one, how slim, how trim, etc., etc. Comparing the spouse to other people. Hiding credit card charges and cash withdrawals. Why are you doing that? Because you're spending money by being with somebody else or on somebody else. Taking off the wedding ring. They don't wear it anymore, hoping the spouse will not notice. Or they wear it out of the house, but they put it away as soon as they leave there. Becoming secretive or defensive about phone calls and emails. And these days, everything happens by cell phone. And so the person who is having an affair, what do? They keep that phone close to them. They don't lay it down. They don't put it down. They take a shower with the phone. They do everything with the phone. They don't want the spouse to ever get their hands on that phone because there's stuff in there. That's how they communicate. That's how they're talking. So they become secretive or defensive about phone calls and emails. Now, you don't need to be paranoid and to see things that aren't there. I don't recommend that you spy on your spouse. Don't hire a detective. Don't get these listening devices where you can record everything they say. You'll be sorry. There's people who hire a detective and they take pictures, and there's people who put recording devices on the person's phone, in the house, cameras, etc., and they discover things, and they see images, and they see things that the spouse did that they should never have seen. And these images and these things that they discovered should never have been discovered by them, and these things do not go away. Those images, those things that they learned, those words that they heard on the recording, they haunt that person for years and years and years, and it is not something you want to do. You are to trust God. You're to trust God when you talk to Him and you tell Him your suspicions. God will give you proof without you hunting for it, without you nerve-wracking, looking at the phone, etc., hiring detectives, all those other kind of things. God will give you the evidence if you trust Him, if you have a good relationship with God, if you read the Bible, if you're in church, if you're in Bible class, if you're obeying Him, and you leave the matter to God. Yes, you talk to your spouse. Yes, you confront your spouse, but you don't have an agenda of convincing. You have an agenda of trusting God and waiting. And I've seen many cases where the spouse finds out the evidence is dropped in their lap, and there's no refuting it. If it's a man having the affair, they're still going to deny it for a while, but the evidence is there, and the spouse now knows. So don't play detective. Don't record. These things will not ever leave your imagination. I'm Abel Ortega, licensed professional counselor, licensed marriage and family therapist. You want information about our counseling appointments and fees? There's two others besides me. You can contact us at 956-605-5963 by text or call. Thank you.